Hi everyone, it's Tammy at Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back for another #nuttinbutneutrals challenge. This is a weekly challenge where I give you a base to work with. This week we're working with a Rolodex card, and you're to decorate that piece of ephemera using neutral colors only, black, white, gray, brown, or any shade thereof. So you want to stick to the neutrals, not use reds, blues, yellows, that kind of thing. So today, like I said, we're going to be doing Rolodex card. And if you don't have a Rolodex card, don't worry. I'm going to show you an option. I actually don't have any myself right now, so I had to make a couple as well. So I'm just using this as an example so that I can show you how I made mine. So the first thing that I did is I cut a piece. And you could use cardstock, you could use scrapbook paper, you can use doubled up book page, whatever you want. But I would suggest that you make it something a little bit thicker than just regular paper. So we're going to cut it 4 inches wide. And we're going to cut it 2.5 inches tall. Okay? So then you're going to have this little card. And you can make these bigger or smaller. I just thought this was about the size of a Rolodex card. I also did see there are some templates on the internet that you can get for free to make your own. You could trace around it, or you can print them out on a page and cut them out. But I chose to go this route, but you definitely can do whatever you like. Okay, so we know this is 4, so I'm going to mark the middle at 2, and then I'm going to mark a 1/2 inch to either side of the middle so that I have an inch gap. Okay? And then I'm going to take my crocodile, and you can use any hole punch that you have. I just use the crocodile because I feel like it's a little easier to make sure your holes line up. Sorry, I got a piece of paper in there. Okay, and so you're going to poke one hole at the, I didn't get that real close, but at the one mark that you made on the outside, and the other hole at the other mark. So you have about an inch in between, okay? And then just take your scissors and just chomp straight down a little wider than that. You want to go almost as wide as the circle, but not quite. And try to get them even. It's not end of the world if you don't. Okay, and then just to kind of finish it off, you can round the corners. And I just rounded 3 on mine, but you can round off 4. And there you go. You have a little Rolodex card that's simply. Okay, so now we're going to work on our makes, and I'll save that because I'll use it somewhere. I'm actually going to work in my new flea market journal. You can see I've got it all put together. The cover is an old drop cloth from painting, and I've added some splatters and some script stamp and stuff like that onto it to make it a little bit more grungy. And just a piece of lace around the spine. And then you saw me make this topper, and I saw it on Pinterest. And then I've, same on the inside, it's good and grungy. And I've got my pages in. It's going to be just a single signature for this one. And I sewed around it. It's an Amazon squishy envelope. And I sewed around it 3 or 4 times with some messy stitching. And let me go back here to the page we're going to work on. The reason I'm working in this one today is because this the 2 paper sets that I'm using in this particular kit are pretty much neutrals. There are a couple pages that have some blue in them, but for the most part they're pretty neutral. So I thought this would be a good place to put these. So I want to make 2 pockets, and here's my 2 cards that I made, and I sprayed them with coffee and just let that dry. So I'm going to make 2 pockets, and I'm going to ink around them here. So I hope everybody's doing well and has had a good start to their week. Good start here. It's hot still, and I know I have on sleeves, but the air conditioner is freezing me up here in my room today. But there could be worse problems, right? I'm sure the jacket will come off here, and it's just a little lightweight jacket, but I'm sure it will come off here in a bit when it gets a little later in the day. Alright, so there's my 2 cards, and I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to, I want to put some of this brown paper on here, just for, I'm going to mount them with these up. Just because I think I want to know that it's an index card when I flip through my journal. So let's put some of this. This is just like when you rip the paper off of corrugated cardboard. It's that top layer. That's all this is. I'm going to put a piece on there. I'm going to kind of do them both at the same time because they're going on the same page or whatever. Just kind of do them both. Okay, and then I have a couple of Tim Holtz stamps. And they are from Flower Jar CMS 297. And I'm going to stamp them in black. If I can get the stamp to stick to the thing long enough. And they're just a really pretty, delicate little floral. I really like this stamp set. Okay. And then I'm going to use my little pricing stamps. And put some stamps on here. And where is, I thought I had some little scripty bits. I don't like that one. Well, what did I do with it? Or do I want to do something with a little more texture? Actually, I think I might want to do this little kind of splattery thing in black because I think it's going to match what's on the other page. And a lot of this is not going to show, to be honest. Alright, now let's lay this out and see if I need to do anything else. So this is the page, and I've got this little hand that I cut out of a magazine. It's a flea market magazine. And then I'm going to put this behind here. And then I'm going to put this behind here. And that's going to be my pockets. Nope, I think I'm good with that. Alright, so put this one down first. Let me wake my glue up this morning. Oops. I'll teach it. I'll throw it across the room if it's not gonna cooperate. Put this one down. I think you could probably get about 4 of these on the page if you wanted to use them as a pocket like this. But since I'm doing the hand, I think I'm going to leave that open like a tuck too. So I'm going to glue from this finger down and then around the edge. You can always poke like a little tag or something down in there. Okay, and then for the pocket, I have this tag, which is from the kit, and I meant to get a piece of twine to put in there, and I didn't, so I will add a piece of twine on the tag, and I've already inked it and everything, so it will go in one of the pockets. And then I have this little card that is, or picture, photo, that is from Sam Poole, that has just some lace on it. It's a photograph of lace. And I have one of the teeny tabs from the kit, from the flea market kit. And I'm going to put it on the picture. Just so you have something to kind of grab onto. So that one would go in here. Like that. And I'm going to make sure I put this in such a way so you can see that it's a Rolodex card. Of course, you'll be able to see it when you take it out anyway. Do I want to reverse those? Do I want to put this one in here? Maybe I want to do that. Yeah, I like that better, because then you can see the little cutouts. And like I said, you could put another tag down in there as well, or another photo, whatever you wanted. I don't think I have, let's see what I have here. Most of the photos from the kit are bigger, so they're too big. The tags are too big. They're not too big, they're just too big for that pocket. Let's see. Oh, I've got this little guy. He's from the kit. It looks kind of cute down in there, doesn't it? Can't see the flowers on the thing, though. I think what I want is kind of like a little price taggy type tag. Oh, I have some of those that are grungy. Let me reach right over here. I have some of my cinnamon tags like that. Maybe we'll do that. That's kind of cute. And I could put some twine in that one as well. So we'll use that. Maybe put some stamps. But I digress because we're supposed to be focusing on Rolodex cards. But anyway, so that's what I did with my Rolodex, is made a couple of pockets. You can see you could, you know, stack those. You could turn them the other way and make your stuff go on this side if you wanted to. And you don't have to have a real Rolodex card. So I think that's a win-win. So that's it for this one. Fairly simple, but I think it's effective. Next week, ironically, is index card. So we're going from a Rolodex card to an index card. And you can use either the, I think the smaller ones are 3.5 by 5. And they also have them in 4 by 6. So whichever you prefer. And again, I'll give you measurements. So if you don't have either, then you can cut a piece of cardstock or whatever and use that. That will work as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you're enjoying the challenge. It's quite different from using all the color that we've used over the past year and a half or whatever, but I am really enjoying using just the neutrals because it makes me focus more on my textures and layering. And I think anytime that you work on something that to make you better is a good thing. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you back tomorrow for No Digitals Allowed. Until then, everybody have a great evening. Bye.